Rapid Rehousing provides short-term rental assistance and services. The goals are to help people obtain housing quickly, increase self-sufficiency, and stay housed. It is offered without preconditions, no qualifications such as employment, income, absence of a criminal record, or sobriety, and the resources and services provided are typically tailored to the needs of the person. In other words, the case management is client driven. Rapid rehousing is a solution to homelessness designed to help individuals and families to quickly exit homelessness and return to permanent housing. It's offered without preconditions, as I said, and the resources and services provided are typically tailored to the unique needs of the household. There are three core components to rapid rehousing. While a program must make all three available, it's not required that a single entity provide all three services or that household utilize them all. The goal of housing identification is to find housing for people quickly. This can be a challenging task, especially in high cost, low vacancy markets. Programs should include landlords continuously, even before you have people who need housing. The more partnerships you create, the greater the opportunity you'll have later to rapidly house those that need it. In Brevard County, we contracted with the Housing Authority to provide vouchers for the most vulnerable homeless. Your rapid rehousing program should designate housing identification staff members who can find and recruit landlords willing to rent to those served by your program. One of my goals when we set up the Housing First program in Brevard County was to create a housing opportunities team, otherwise called HOT, to identify available units. I was not able to put that portion in place before the United Way of Brevard, who I worked for at the time, chose to drop homelessness as a priority. And finally, match participants to appropriate housing. This is housing that is decent, safe, will be affordable after assistance ends. One critical aspect of this step is choice, making sure the individual or household has a choice in the housing. This is done through the Coordinated Housing Assessment Team. Fortunately, the Brevard Homeless Coalition was able to begin the process of identifying homes for these individuals and then move into the case management portion. The second section is the goal of rent and move-in assistance to help with the costs associated with getting into housing. The amount and duration of the assistance varies, but at a minimum, it should be enough to help people secure a place to live. I would hope you would be able to provide the assistance for housing for maybe as much as 6 months. The assistance shouldn't be a standard package, but flexible to meet unique needs. This is particularly important when financial circumstances or housing costs change. In some cases, a person may only need 1 month's assistance towards rent in order for them to maintain a stable residence. In other cases, it may take much longer. Also, the goal of rapid rehousing case management is to help stabilize people once housed by connecting them to services and support if needed. It should focus on helping people navigate barriers that may stand in the way of securing and maintaining housing, and should also strive to build a support system by connecting them with people and programs in the community. Rapid rehousing assistance should end and the case close when the individual or family is no longer facing the threat of homelessness, but case management may continue if appropriate or requested. When we set up the Housing First model with the Brevard Homeless Coalition, one of the things that we needed to put into place was case management that was established later in the process. As I said in earlier videos, if you're going to set up a program to house the homeless, you should actually start with case management at the beginning and not the end of your your action plan. Models of case management for rapid rehousing include critical time interventions. CTI and rapid rehousing are complementary interventions, and CTI is well suited as a case management model in support of rapid rehousing with individuals and families experiencing homelessness. CTI for rapid rehousing is a time-limited, evidence-based practice that mobilizes support for vulnerable households during periods of transition. CTI is time-limited. Its explicit aim is to provide intense targeted support during a critical period and then withdraw. It is compatible with efforts to intervene with people in crisis, especially during periods of housing instability. CTI is not intended to become a primary source of ongoing support for vulnerable people. CTI workers aim to engage clients, locate effective services in support of the community, and effectively link them together to promote long-term stability. CTI is highly focused. CTI workers don't try to address all the needs that vulnerable individuals and families may have. Rather, CTI focuses only on the key areas that place the client at risk of future housing instability. Rapid rehousing is a primary solution for ending homelessness. It has been demonstrated to be effective in getting people experiencing homelessness into permanent housing and keeping them there. By connecting people with a home, they are in a better position to address other challenges that may have led to their homelessness, such as obtaining employment or addressing substance abuse issues. The intervention has also been effective for people traditionally perceived to be more difficult to serve, including people with limited or no income and survivors of domestic violence. Research demonstrates that those who receive rapid rehousing assistance are homeless for shorter periods of time than those who are assisted with shelter or transitional housing. A reason for that is people staying in shelters or transitional housing are still defined as homeless. Rapid rehousing enables people to move from homelessness to being housed. Rapid rehousing is also less expensive than other homeless interventions, such as shelter or transitional housing. Thank you.